Final status report. We only just escaped the blast wave. Now heading north. At least we still have somewhere left to go to.
The shown circle never truly recovered from the losses it has sustained. Deaths and casualties only serving to draw more energy into the fear that pervaded the place. Travelers and potential settlers were often reluctant to visit, hearing many tales of the terrible mutants, wandering gangs, preyed on those that ventured there. While the inhabitants tried their best to make do and rebuild, many outlaws and criminals were drawn to the area, sensing easy prey. After a prolonged attack, the last stop was overwhelmed, soon reduced to just another bandit camp, from which further raids could be planned and staged. The troubles that plagued prosperity would ultimately remain unsolved, replaced in severity by the simplicity of mankind's own greed. Sensing the momentary weakness of their leaders, the people stormed the gates uptown with handmade and stolen weapons, easily overwhelming the few guards, helping themselves to the armory and the possessions of uptown. People of Lowtown celebrated their success with weeks of feasting. However, once the party was over, the people realized that few of them had any long-term plans, nor the knowledge of how the Baron had kept the dying town alive for so long. They were at best average at running the water business, constantly running low on food, and eventually having to re-implement even more draconian rules than the Baron ever had. Many now long for the days when the Baron ruled, realizing his strict hand was still far better than the anarchy they were currently descending into. Sigma is lost. It'll be decades before we can safely approach, possibly centuries before it can be fully manned. The remaining missiles are now in the hands of the entity calling itself Athena. There's no telling what they will do with them. In the meantime, the New Guard has lost its last-ditch offense against groups like the Empire. Fortunately, the majority of the mutant army was destroyed in the blast. As for the Scavenger, they were last seen trying to unrun the Hellseeds. Considering how close we came, there's no way they could have got out in time. That little problem, at least, seems to have solved itself. I doubt we'll be seeing them again.